Welcome back to this already the final segment of today's Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Going to spend some time with Charles Alvarez. He's a regular contributor on the Price of Business and does a great job of helping businesses go to the next level with his emphasis on marketing and sales. And I love the great work that you do, and love the great work I've seen you do for my businesses and for others. Tell us a little bit more about your company, Cornerstone Business Academy, which the website is cornerstonebusinessacademy.com, and introduce us to your guests for us today.
Well, thanks, Kevin. Yeah, Cornerstone Business Academy is a business basically to add capacity to a business. You know, so many businesses that are trying to get to the next level have a hard time getting there because they haven't implemented the right systems that can duplicate their skill set in their business to get to the next level. And basically, we bring life to business. And speaking of bringing life, we have at our pleasure today Kathleen McMordie, who is the owner of Texas Swim Academy, which really does a great job of teaching kids how to swim, but not just swim, but also how to survive if they're ever in a life-threatening situation when it comes to water. So, Kathleen, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Glad to have you on. Kathleen, you've been on the program before, I think because you're a best and brightest place to work. Is that right?
That's correct.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit more, remind the audience about what you're all about.
The Texas Swim Academy is a full-service learn-to-swim facility. We have programs for infant aquatic survival, teaching the youngest children how to swim and float, true survival skills. We have conditioning swim for kids that want to enter competition. We have stroke development skills to help refine their strokes. We even have adult swim and adaptive aquatics for children with special abilities.
Great. Go ahead there, Charles.
So, Kathleen, one thing that's intriguing about your business versus your competitors is that you're more interested in teaching about survival. Kind of give us some idea of what that means and kind of give us some examples of how you've been able to save the lives of children that have been around water over the past several years.
Well, children's their swim skills are only as good as we allow them to be. And so teaching children true survival skills, how to roll over on their back and float, how to get to the side, really helps a child so much. I just got an email from one of my fellow teachers out of Colorado this morning that I found very interesting. One of her clients had been in Hawaii last week, and the waves were very calm, but then suddenly a very large wave came up, and they lost the hand of their child, their young child that was 2, and the baby came up and floated on her back and was not afraid, but she knew what to do to survive. That's what we teach these children how to get on their back and find the surface of the water.
That's
fantastic. What an incredible skill.
It really is. It truly is amazing, even as long as I've been teaching, just to see a baby as young as 6 or 7 months old know how to independently roll over on their back and float, and know that child can be so much safer if they were to ever have an aquatic accident.
That's heavy duty. Go ahead there, Charles.
Kathleen, when you and I were speaking prior to and getting just prepared for this segment, you mentioned that you were performing a new service, which is pretty not only interesting but also very exciting in working with children who are having to deal with autism. Can you tell us a little bit more about that program?
Yes, we have one of the few programs in the greater Houston area for adaptive aquatics. We've mentored with an organization called Swimming with Autism, and they literally wrote the book, Swimming with Autism. And we have worked to train our instructors to specifically be able to work with children on the autism spectrum, which presents just a huge variety from very low functioning to very high functioning. Each and every child on the spectrum is truly very different. So, us as instructors, it is up to us to bring the proper skill set to the lesson to help that child be as successful in the water as they can. Drowning is the number one cause of accidental death in all ages of autism, so this is something that we really are very passionate about, is teaching these children to be safer around the water.
Yeah, no question about it. By the way, I want to make sure we get the website to the Academy. Can you get that for us real quick as we come near the end of our segment?
It is TexasSwimAcademy.com.
Awesome. Why don't you wrap it up for us, Charles, with one more question and then your final thoughts.
So, Kathleen, if somebody wanted to engage you, what would be the easiest thing for people to do? They just need to give you a call, go to your website. What's the best way for somebody to actually...
To go to our website, all of the registration documents are there available via DocuSign. Also, our phone number is there, 832-437-6186. And you can call, and we can give you any additional information you may need for registering your kids for the spring. Drowning knows no season, so it's never too early in the season to start swimming.
Yeah, absolutely. No question about it. Charles, by the way, can be reached over at cornerstonebusinessacademy.com. Very timely subject. I think maybe the gift of giving that loved one in your life this kind of training would be a great gift to give for Christmas, in fact. And so think about that. Thanks so much to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And when we come back tomorrow, we're going to have much more for you. Do want to remind you, the best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com, which is incredibly new and improved. I love how it looks. You're going to like how it looks as well. And make sure you check it out while there. Like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter. Have a great day. Spend it sensibly on this great station.